Hey YouTube friends, welcome to Arcade Treasure Center. My name is Roy. Well, I actually was not going to start the video this way or tonight. Right now, for me, it is probably just about midnight. I have been listing items all day because if you don't list items, you're not going to sell anything. Well, I just got through listing an item over here and it sold before I could even get it on the shelf. So I thought I'd show you what it is. This is a whole box of Furbies. It's 11 different types of Furbies, the small Furby babies, large Furby babies, and Furby originals. I was really happy. What it is many of you know, if you follow my channel, that a while back I bought a whole bunch of Furbies for an extremely good price. And I decided to take all the Furbies that were still brand new in box. They're 1998 Furbies. Model 7800, and I decided to list those, and there was a couple of other Furbies also as well that weren't in the box, but they're worth a little bit more money, so I decided to list them. Well, I've been sitting on all these different Furbies just hanging around. I never got to listing them. Some of them needed some cleaning. I did test some of them worked, found a couple with some issues. So what I decided to do was go ahead and make my listing and sell it as some working, some not working, but just listing it for parts only. And like I said, before I even got this box on the shelf, 11 Furbies right here sold for $150 plus shipping. If you have bulk, lots of stuff, and they're really good. Now, individually, I probably could have sold these Furbies for $25. The ones that were working, maybe, and I've seen ones that aren't working and they sell for $15, $20, $25 as well. So yeah, I probably could have sold this individually, cleaned them all up, taken the time to do that, and sold them and maybe made $250, $300 sales. But for me, it was just easier just to list them all as one big lot and get rid of them. So that's what I did, and I'm really happy about that. So I'm going to go ahead and shut down the eBay office for tonight, and I'll catch you in the morning. Well, good morning everyone, and welcome back to Arcade Treasure Center. So I did have a couple more sales last night, so we'll go ahead and pull those items and show you what sold. And then I got a few other things I want to talk about. Not many more items sold from overnight last night, but I did sell a couple of Furbies, so let's talk about those and get them out of the way. The first one is this Dalmatian Furby. This is a really cute Furby from 1998, still in the box. It does have a little bit of what I call crinkling on the plastic, but the box itself is in really good condition. The Furby's never used, brand new, still in the package. This sold for $49.99 plus shipping. And the next one, which I actually must have mismarked when I listed it because it was supposed to sell for more than it did, and I didn't pay attention. So make sure you pay attention to your listings, but that's okay. Still, nevertheless, I still got good money for it. This is a 2005 Furby, and he's actually a larger size Furby than most of them. This one's a really good one. It has a what I saw, a soft skin beak, and he's got feet kind of like troll feet. But this is, I don't know the name or the type of one. It's kind of like a snowball Furby, but it's a little different. It's got kind of rainbow grayish hair on top, as you can kind of see. Purple or passion fruit belly. And this one here, really honestly, should have been listed for around $100 or more. And maybe I thought I listed a different Furby when I was putting in prices because I was trying to hurry up and do it. But nevertheless, this one still sold for $65 plus shipping. All right, let's go pull those other items and see what else sold overnight. Sold an item out of the N1 bin. There's something that I just got through putting in there. And that's this right here. It's a replacement parts for a 2-inch coupler. And this was one of those, you just pick stuff up because you think it's going to sell. I think I paid 50 cents for it at a garage sale. This sold for $18.99 plus shipping. So in this bin, I sold a DC Comics bombshell, and it's going to be this one right here, V1079. So these are little vinyl DC comic bombshells, and the one that sold out of here is right there, is Supergirl. This was a really good little pickup because I picked up a whole case of these from Lonnie at Shed Flips a long while back, and I'm on down to 2 of them. So these were a good little sale. This sold for $9.99. Really quickly, I'm asking you as the audience for 2 favors. The first one being is if you like watching resellers, you like reselling videos, you like what sold videos, you enjoy this video, do me a favor and click that like button because it really helps out the channel. But most important, what I really want to ask you is recently we put out a poll, and I'll put the poll up here, where we asked what would be a specific time if we did a schedule for our videos, say like Monday and Thursday or Tuesday, Friday, whatever day of the week. Well, we would like to know what is the best schedule we could come up with to help you as the audience, the majority of the audience, to be able to watch the videos on a regular basis. So if you're like like the poll said, any day of the week after 6 p.m. But if you're only available on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. or on Wednesdays at 8 a.m., I would like to know that. So please put that down in the comments and help us out. And I'm going to stop rambling now so we can get back to more of what sold. So I sold an item out of the eBay office off of one of the shelves. In fact, it was this item right here. This is a 2013 Furby. He's a little electronic Furby. He's so cute. I put batteries in him, tested him out. He works just fine, and Kim and I played with him and had a good time for about 15 minutes. So I went ahead and listed this Furby. He sold for $20, or she sold, whatever. The Furby sold for $20 plus shipping. And I still got a couple more Furbies, the older Furbies, $19.99. A couple of them are on auction, so they may be gone by the time this video comes out. And a few other little things going on. Anyway, back out to the eBay room. So one good seller I have is this over here in the M5 bin, which are these. I've been selling these very well. If you watch my videos, you've seen I've sold one of these almost in every video. Well, I sold this pair of mechanics gloves. They're the leather gloves with the rubber soles. I've talked about them before, and that's really good seller. But I didn't just sell one pair. I sold a second pair. And I sold my last pair. So I sold 3 of them, which were really good. Each one of these I paid $1 for, and I ended up selling them for $22 a piece. So really good sales. Glad I got all these. Now I'm out. Well, I appreciate everybody's views and comments that they leave, but I received a comment just recently, and one thing they said is they don't like all my little jump cuts. They wish everything was spaced out, but if I didn't do my jump cuts, you would see things like this. The next item I have for sale is over in the S1 bin. Now you see how long that took? That was pretty boring. So if I didn't take all that little bit of stuff out, you'd see me turning my back, look at my paper, do different things. So that's why I do jump cuts. And I'm sorry if they kind of bother you, but this is how I need to do it, because the easiest way for me to do it is just to jump into the camera and say, so this is the next item that's sold. This is a pair of Dr. Comfort shoes. They're orthotic shoes. They're really good for people that have diabetes or foot problems. They got the really nice insoles. They're nice black, got the little Velcro top, or what we call hook and loop. Because if you use the word Velcro on eBay in your title, you're going to get a Vero. Velcro is a copyrighted name. You cannot use that. You have to say hook and loop, in case anybody didn't know that. But they're brand new, and I paid less than $5 for them, that I believe. I can't remember. These sold for $49.99 plus shipping. Right here in a D3 bin, I sold this item right here. This is a Pierre Cardin duffel bag. And I also got a question from a person that was going to buy it, asking me if this was a real Pierre Cardin duffel bag. And I told them I couldn't authenticate it. So this sold for $15 plus shipping. All right, so I sold this item over here that I picked up at a thrift shop. And what it is a bacon press. And it actually has a pig on it, but I taped the little cleaning before and after use storage thing to it, so it was in a little package, but the package was so beat up and torn up that I just figured I'd do it this way. And this sold for $22. So while I was running around telling you about the items that sold, I looked over at my paper and realized that today is Monday. Well, you're not watching the video on a Monday. You're actually, I'm releasing this on a Tuesday, and I don't know what day of the week you're actually going to watch this video. But for me, it's Monday, and it's Labor Day. So it's a holiday, and the post office is closed. Totally went out of my head that today was Labor Day. So I was running around showing you the items that sold, because when I sell an item, I try to get them all wrapped up on either Sunday night or Monday morning and do a video at the same time so I can show you what sold. So that's what I was running around doing. And once I realized that today was Monday and Labor Day and it's a holiday, I went ahead and took a break for a little while. So through the magic of editing of the video, it's actually been about 6 hours since I last spoke to you. But during that time, I still had some more sales and I still had things I needed to show you. Well, I did sell one more Furby. So while I was inside the house eating lunch, I went ahead and grabbed this. This Furby sold. This is a white Furby with pink ears and a really nice Furby from 1998. This one sold for $55 plus shipping. So really good looking Furby there. And I also went ahead and wrote a little paper. Now, don't mind my chicken scratch. I guess I could have been a doctor with the way I write. But I went ahead and called it Furby-tastic, because if you watched my video about a month ago when I picked up all these Furbies, that was in the title. Furby-tastic was in the title. So I decided to call this Furby-tastic and write down all my Furby sales to see how much I made off of that bulk buy I did of all those Furbies. And if you didn't watch that video, I'll put a little thumbnail up here so that way you can search for it and find it through that thumbnail, where I bought a whole bunch of Furbies at an excellent price. You can look at that video and find out how much I paid for all the Furbies. And now we'll talk about some of the sales. Like I said, so far I've had, 6 sales, and one of them was that lot of sale of Furbies that I showed you from last night. Total of sales so far has been $389.99, not counting the shipping. There's been $89.35 in shipping. If you count it all together, it'd be $479.34. So I'm really happy about that. Furbies have been doing really good, and I still think I've got about 8 more. What do I got? 6, 7 more, 8 more of these Furbies, not like this one, but inside their own container. So still several more $100 worth of Furbies that I think I can sell. That's enough rambling. I do that a lot. Let's get back to pulling more sales. You've seen recently that I just picked up a bunch of golf club covers. So I went through and pulled out the better of all the golf club covers, listed them as individuals, and then some of the other golf club covers, can't get that out, they had little, maybe a tear or rip or some sort of flaw in it that I didn't think was really good to sell at a good quality. I went ahead and lined all those up together, and I got those up for sale right now. But I did manage to sell a couple of golf club covers pretty quickly. So, and I believe they're down here in the bottom. So I know exactly which ones they are when I see them. All right, well, this is going to be one of them. And the other one is going to be probably down here by it as well. And it is. It's right here. So let's talk about them real quickly. This is a Callaway XR. And this is a really nice golf club cover. It's for a wood or driver. This one sold for $14. And then I had this golf club cover. And this one is the GBB Epic, and this one here is in pretty good condition, and it sold for $14. So I bought the whole box of golf club covers for $3, and already selling one golf club cover, I made my money back and profit. So now I've sold 2 of them, and I'm in the profit. And I'll probably start keeping track of the golf club covers as well, just to see how much I'm going to make off of that $3 box of golf club covers. All right, so the next item I sold is over in my M1 bin. An M1 bin is just a random bunch of small little stuff. And what I sold out of here, that's it right there, yeah, is this Nikon Coolpix camera. This is just a regular Nikon Coolpix little gold framed camera. Nothing special or unique about it. It does have the battery. I picked this up at the church rummage sale that you would have watched me if you saw me and watched my videos. This I paid $1.50 for. I'm not selling it with the case because it was a Sony case and it doesn't go with this, and I'd rather try to keep things together that have the same names. And a Sony case I could probably put with a Sony camera fine later on. This sold for $20, so not bad for $1.50 Bye. Now we're going to come around over here to the 7-Eleven bin, which I don't have anything in here anymore. So now it's just the S2 bin, and I'll take that 7-Eleven sticker off here soon, I guess. But I sold these right here. And as you can see, this weekend I did manage to pick up a whole bunch of stuff. I picked up a bunch of golf clubs, so that's good, and a few other things. But I managed to sell these right here. Let me get this camera set down real quick. All right, so this is what's sold. This is a Nike, and it's the Air. It's got the little wings on here. It's pretty nice little shoe. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I looked it up. They're selling for really good money. This is actually a large shoe. If you can't tell, this is a size 15. Picked this up at a thrift shop, and I don't remember exactly what I paid for it. My mind's telling me somewhere between $7.99 to $14, depending on the thrift shop I go to. Sometimes their prices are still high, and if you don't get them when they're marked down, they're still up there. But I knew that these would sell for a good price, so even if I bought them for $14.99, these sold for $49.99 plus shipping. So I knew that this was going to be a good buy. And I do think this is the one pair of shoes I might have paid $14 for, or $7, just depending on what day of the week it was. And just like that, I was wrapping up everything, getting ready to clean off my table so I could do a closing monologue. And I had one more item that sold, and it's going to be this one here. It's going to be a golf club for $39.99 plus shipping, and it's right up here. So golf clubs are selling really good for me. I'm learning about golf clubs. Now, I'm not even a golfer, and I don't know much about golf clubs, but I do know certain names, and I do watch other people. In fact, one person that I like to watch, and I've done live videos with when I was on Cat, the Nurse Flippers channel, the person that's been on there a couple times with me has been Julian, the bearded thrifter. He has a ton of golf clubs and knows a lot about golf clubs. So if you don't watch his channel, go check his channel out, especially if you want to learn about some golf clubs. But this is a tailor-made rescue golf club. It's called a mid-range golf club, and it's got the TaylorMade symbol on it, and I believe it says TaylorMade on the handle. Yes, it does. And this is a really good golf club that I picked up. I bought this for $1.99 at the thrift shop, and this sold for $39.99 plus shipping, which I showed you a minute ago. And I used these boxes right here. These are 2 boxes that I get from the USPS Power Mail. You get 2 different sizes. There's a small and a large, and these are boxes that I pick up and I get them. All you have to do is go to the UPS or USPS, United States Postal Service website, and you can pick these up. They're called tube boxes, and they're great for shipping and mailing golf clubs. So I'm going to get all this wrapped up, cleaned up, finish wrapping up that golf club, and that's going to be the end of the video. And I guess it was kind of meant to be, because I did have one more business card that I wrote thank you on, and I always write a thank you on all my business cards, and I include them, and they say follow us on YouTube. So I thank everybody for watching. If you're a reseller, go out there, find it, sell it, profit. Everyone take care, be safe, be kind to one another, and have a great day.